Hello Aquarius, and welcome to your August 2021 video. So Aquarius, Mars is in your 8th house throughout the month, and the 8th house rules over our taxes, loans, banks, all of that kind of stuff when it comes to that monetary gain and monies as well. But Mars wants you to take action here. Now is the time to basically do the things you need to do when it comes to, maybe you want to apply for something, or maybe there's something you want to do when it comes to your taxes. This is the energy to do it. Venus in the 8th house gives you the energy, motivation. Venus rules love, money, beauty, all of those things. So that's a very good aspect when it comes to the 8th house. The most important thing to know too about the 8th house is things that are hidden. So things that people don't say to you, keep away from you. Mars gives you the energy to actually seek and find it out. Venus also, think of the 8th house if someone's deceiving you or not being honest with you. Mars gives you the action to basically find out the truth. Venus gives you the energy to heal what you find out. And also, when it comes to the 8th house, is our insecurities, doubts, and fears. When we find out things that are hidden from us, it can be obviously alarming. But Venus gives us the energy of healing. So that is the energy there. The 8th house rules over those fears, though, and anxieties. It can create a lot of stress and tension. Be gentle with yourself, please. Take some time out. On the 8th, we have a beautiful new moon happening in your 7th house with the Sun and Mercury. Now, the 7th house, new beginnings, meaning something has basically ended, or you've understood something when it comes to your relationships, both personal and professionally. So the 7th house is all about relationships and having a new understanding. Mercury, new moon. What did you need to see that now you understand clearly? What has been hidden? What do you need to transform in your life? The 7th house is all about that when it comes to where do you lie and where do other people, start. Where's the boundaries? That's very important there. On the 12th, we have Mercury now in this 8th house. So Mercury is about information, great for finding out information about things hidden once again, things being kept away from you, things that are, that you wouldn't normally know. Now you have the information right in front of you. It's good for when it comes to money and all of those energies that you want to put forward. Especially because the 8th house, like I said, it rules banks, taxes, all of that energy, loans. So Mercury gives you the information. Mercury gives you the information of anything hidden. Mercury also sometimes can accelerate your anxieties because it's mental. It shows you your fears. It's a good time for releasing. On the 17th, we have Venus in your 9th house. Now, this is great. Venus here, love, beauty, also luxury. 9th house is a new experience. You just want to have a new experience. You want to connect to new people. You want to change things. So anything that gives you a new experience that takes you away from an old experience. Anything that basically gives you wisdom, gives you understanding. Sometimes when we get stuck, and we find ourselves keep experiencing similar things and similar situations and, finding out things and having to go through a process of healing, because the 8th house is healing through, going through things that sometimes are painful. And so with that 9th house, it wants you to find the wisdom, the spiritual understanding, to try something new, to experience something new. You could read something and want to try it. You can read a recipe and maybe now you want to try that recipe. You can learn about an herbal tea and now you want to try to see if it works for you. So it's about information when it comes to Mercury, and that Venus there is giving you that energy of wanting to take care of things when it comes to your experiences, to give you experiences that bring you passion. So say you like art, you like reading, you write anything, poetry, And now you think maybe, okay, I've been reading a lot of poetry. Maybe I want to try writing poetry, and basically now maybe publishing it, putting it out there. The ninth house is good for that. But giving yourself that experience. Experiences are important, especially experiences that are enjoyable with Venus. So what do you enjoy that you wish to experience? The ninth house also rules over where we, maybe venture out a bit, take a small drive, a trip, somewhere where we go away for a bit, where we can just gather our thoughts so we can come back with a different perspective. Trips actually allow for wisdom to happen. Going away for a bit and coming back gives you some time to reflect, maybe even try something new, meet someone new, someone says something to you. You have a moment of enlightenment. You see something and it gives you this wisdom. Maybe you even watching something online. It can give you wisdom, something that gives you wisdom that really connects to your heart. On the 22nd, we have a full moon in August happening in your sign. This is important. Why is this important? On the 23rd of July, we had a full moon happen in Aquarius, and now we're having the second full moon in August happening on the 22nd of August in your sign of Aquarius. We have Saturn in Aquarius. Now, it's been creating a lot of restrictions and like feeling isolated, feeling disconnected, feeling even a little down. But this full moon wants you to release, especially from yourself. And anything that's happened in July to now, bring it to a close, to a completion point of understanding. You've seen what's hidden with Mars. You've gone through the fears and anxieties, the isolation. You've been through all of these things where you just feel a little bit more alone than usual. And this full moon wants you to release, to complete it. The new moon that happened on the 8th was about relationships again. So showing you things, within your relationships, wanting you to create healthy boundaries. And those boundaries can only be set by you. It's only when you understand yourself and where other people, their energy lies, what their intentions are, what they want, can you set the boundaries for you and for them. And boundaries for yourself, because Aquarius, you are a loving sign, a compassionate sign, a humanitarian sign, a sign that loves to embrace others. But it's hurtful when you see that same loving quality be taken advantage of, maybe misused, mistreated, abused. And this full moon really wants you. That's why there's two full moons. It's no, just it's happening. No, it's happening in a divine and powerful way for you to see, where do I stand? Where am I being utilized or used or taken advantage of, especially when it comes to the relationship sector? Where's the boundaries? When is enough enough? Sure, I'm a caring, kind, considerate, and gentle, inspiring human being. But where is the boundary? Aquarius, you have Saturn throughout this year in your sign. And that is really, Saturn is a great teacher. Yes, it stops, it restricts, and can leave you isolated. But it's also a teacher. It teaches you lessons, but it teaches you harsh lessons. Harsh lessons about the reality of the places around you, people around you, situations around you. And it wants you to create these healthy boundaries for you, for your own well-being. So that full moon is definitely important, and so it's a new moon this month. Then on the 23rd, the sun moves into your 8th house, illuminating a lot of finance. It's a much better period, especially with that 23rd there with the sun coming in. It gives you opportunities. You've been going through all the hidden agendas, things you need to see. So now you have the opportunities with the 8th house and healing and transformation when it comes to finances, yourself, and everything you want to create. On the 31st, we have Mercury moving into your 9th house. Now, Mercury is seeking information, communication, mental processes. Information can come through television. It can come through Facebook. It can come through, anything where you see something inspiring. The 9th house is about wisdom. And it's about learning when it comes to Mercury. And it's about taking that information and gaining wisdom. So you could see something, you could have a conversation with someone, because Mercury rules communication, where you gain some wisdom, where you gain some insight, where you gain a spiritual understanding of your experience. And that's very important. It also suggests adventure, trying something new, getting out of your comfort zone a bit. Because when we get out of our comfort zone, it's how we grow. And that's very important. Thank you so much for watching. Do like and subscribe and connect to me for bounces and readings.